Mark Schell was an all-round outdoor enthusiast, athlete, and community volunteer who is remembered for his lifelong support of programs for Haliburton youth. After graduating from Haliburton High, Mark attended chef training at George Brown College. Then Mark joined the Canadian Army and trained in Petawawa, returning to Haliburton when the war ended. Mark cooked for lodges and camps, but settled on the job of head cook at Haliburton High School, where he stayed for many years. A favorite of Hal High students, Mark was honored when the yearbook committee dedicated the 1966 Highlander to him. He has fed the hungry and insatiable mob in the cafeteria. He referees the hockey games, is involved in baseball, and all in all, puts a great deal of work forward for young people. Mark was a member of the Haliburton Huskies on the Pepper Pot line when the Huskies played against Breslau for the Ontario Intermediate A Hockey Championship. For $3.75, a fan could ride the hockey train to Oshawa to watch the final game. It was the golden era for hockey, and a favorite coach and referee, Mark did whatever it took to support the Haliburton hockey programs. He volunteered his time and donated the use of his school bus to drive teams to games and tournaments throughout Ontario. In the 1960s, he worked tirelessly to help the new arena get built. Mark was also a baseball player who took on coaching and umpire duties. As a Boy Scout leader, he taught lessons on navigation, survival, and fishing. Local lads benefited from the memorable camping trips he organized. Mark was also a volunteer fireman for 30 years, acting as captain for several of those years. During this time, he became a volunteer ambulance driver when Dysart first started ambulance service alongside the fire service. During his years as a cook at Highland Crest Long-Term Care Home, Mark used his skills as a fisherman to regularly treat residents to his fresh catches from Haliburton County lakes with Friday fish fries. Mark Schell was recognized by young and old for his generous contributions to sport through community service.